Hey Aries, how are we today? Just doing our weekly readings, and this week we're actually doing the monthly readings. So, looking ahead at September, what's in store, okay, with your energy. Make sure you are subscribed to the channel. That really helps you stay up to date with the readings. The most recent All Signs reading was all about money, so definitely check that one out. And we do have some upcoming love overviews for September as well. So, definitely subscribe so you get to see those when they are uploaded. Okay, today we are just doing a bit more of a general kind of overview of September, see what's sort of in your energy, anything you need to sort of be aware of with the prominent energy there. I am doing things a little bit differently today. I am actually using two decks as one deck today. So firstly, I have the Earthbound Oracle, and I am mixing that with the Seeker's Lenormand. So they are a kind of pairing deck. There is a tarot deck that does go with them as well, but I'm just using the Oracle and the Lenormand as one deck today. Get the most out of those messages. Okay, getting into it for you, Aries. I will draw all your cards out first, and we'll sort of go from there. Okay, starting off for Aries throughout September. What's the theme of the month for Aries in September? Bit of an overview for Aries throughout September. Okay. And then we will look at your energy here, Aries. Wow, you're coming out strong in your own energy here. So what I want to do, I just actually will grab an extra card for the theme of the overview energy for Aries this month, please. Okay, yeah. In the past, present, future of Aries energy throughout September. The challenge that you're going to be facing throughout September. Your advice throughout September. And then the hidden energy here as well. Okay. So starting off for you, Aries, like I said, we have you coming out strong in your own energy. So the theme of the month is kind of Aries and all about you, yourself, and thinking about yourself and putting yourself first this month, Aries. We do have the fire energy has come out with the stork, which is the Lenormand card for Aries. It does sort of get things moving, and it really sort of shows us that there's this fire burning within you, and you know, something sort of stoking the flames, stoking the passion within you this month, really, you know, propelling you towards something within your own self. To sort of pay attention to things within yourself, because the other cards I have here for your overview, I do have the dog coming through there, but I've also got the growth card coming through. So, you know, we do see that this is probably going to be a very heavy month for self-growth, you know, looking at your shadow, that kind of stuff, and moving forward within, you know, the version of yourself that you currently are, and moving more towards the version of yourself that you wish to be, you know, the more grown, mature, healed kind of version of yourself, where you take care of yourself a little bit better and you're a better friend to yourself, Aries. This is, you know, really talks about being a little bit more compassionate and understanding with yourself, being a little bit more loyal to yourself. So for some of you, that's going to come through in, you know, like being a little bit more loyal to looking after your physical body, whereas for others of you, this is, you know, being loyal to being more compassionate towards yourself, and open to healing and growth within oneself as well, the more energy side of things rather than the physical. So really looking at, you know, stirring up this passion within you to start taking care of yourself in a different kind of way, to understand that, you know, that if we ever feel, you know, it's kind of telling me this weird message of like, if we ever feel lonely, that the number one companion that we're given in this world is our own self. That you can always talk to yourself, and you know, delve within yourself to find companionship and be a friend. You know, if you need a friend, be your own friend first. If you need a lover, love yourself first. All those sorts of things. Whatever you're wanting in others, be that to yourself first. And then you can sort of find that in other people as well. All right. So your energy here, Aries, we do start off with the past energy of the reflection. So, you maybe have been reflecting upon, where you've been, the versions of yourself that you have been in the past, the things that are not happy about that within oneself, or things, that you maybe feel guilty for doing or saying or being like in the past. Here, you're reflecting on where that has kind of left you in the present, the way that you have, attracted or repelled others in your energy in the past. Reflection upon, a little bit of everything, your whole sort of life story sort of being reflected here, Aries, to really sort of get to the nitty gritty of, what aspects of myself do I feel stirred to change, what things am I most passionate about in this life, and therefore, what things do I wish to really focus on within myself. We really see you here, though, in the center of the present, with the achievement energy, knowing that you can achieve any goal that you set yourself here, Aries, that you're willing to put in the work. You're stubborn enough to climb any mountain that's put in your way, and find the achievement at the tip of that, the pinnacle of that. It's kind of like you're feeling like, reflecting upon where you have been, you now are feeling like, wow, look, I'm actually just going to stop and have a look around for a minute and realize how much I have actually achieved in my own growth and forward movement in my life. Like, I'm not the person I used to be. I'm actually, 10 million times better than the person I used to be. And I really have done a lot of work to get where I am. And there's nothing stopping me now, kind of energy. We do have, for the future position, the tree. Okay, so that's all about that growth. Once again, it's taking care of oneself, it's healing, growth, maturing. We all do it, some of us later than others, but it's all a part of the process of finding our inner wisdom, and enabling ourselves to continue on this journey of growth. It's kind of never over either. It doesn't matter how old you are. There's always things about yourself that you can grow and develop and strengthen within oneself, if you want to keep moving towards achievement of self, and in the greater aspects of your life. The more that you're moving forward within yourself, the more you do start to notice the rest of your life sort of picking up to follow along with that energy as well. I was saying to someone today, a private client today, that that reality moves a lot slower than the energy. So, once we actually start putting in that energy, and having that energy of growth, then we sort of stop, and sometimes we wonder, oh, is this actually getting me anywhere? But then you look back in another month and you go, oh, wow, I was actually, moving a lot further along than I realized. And, the reality finally kind of caught up, and everything else is falling into place. As soon as my energy started shifting, reality did, maybe took a little bit longer, but it did eventually catch up to where I was. I've just found that seems to be a theme at the moment for pretty much everyone in general. Here, because of your challenge as well, Aries, because your main challenge this month is the anchor. Okay, so you are just feeling a little bit held back, a little bit kept in place, like things haven't been changing, things haven't been growing. Lo and behold, that yes, they are, but this is kind of the safety zone in the storm. So, if life is like this crazy storm going on around us, we all know that the rain will stop, and the calm seas will come again. And you're kind of in that aspect at the moment where you're just sort of waiting for everything to, move into the next phase. Once again, you're just kind of waiting for reality to catch up a little bit here. But it's leaving you feeling this month as though you're stuck, being held back, and that things aren't changing as quickly as you would like. So you are just feeling a little bit stuck in place and held back, and you know like you're ready to keep on moving that ship forward, but you're just going through this phase of where you are just sort of waiting for the reality to sort of catch up to where you are at, Aries. So it is going to be a little bit of a challenge for you this month to deal with that kind of lull in the energy. Sometimes we do need to just sort of stop and catch our bearings and allow everything else time to catch up on, whether it be, subconsciously, or whether it be, reality catching up to the energy we've now shifted into, those sorts of things. But it's very important for you to protect as well. We do see this coming through as a challenge. Okay, so there is going to be some, energy this month where you are actually needing to protect yourself, but it's going to be hard for you to do so. All right, so it's kind of this energy of leaving yourself a little bit open, and that's going to be a little bit of a challenge. Is somebody maybe trying to take advantage of you being so open and vulnerable at this particular moment, or how open just in general you are here, Aries. So it's actually very important to protect yourself, and I kind of feel here to know what to protect yourself from is going to be part of this challenge. Is that there may be some things. I feel like for a lot of you, it's actually you yourself that there's certain parts of yourself that you're needing to protect yourself from. And it kind of feels like things like, the temptation to fall back into old patterns, the temptation to, you know, pick up an addiction or something that is a past habit kind of thing. That's the energy it's giving me, is like temptations and things that are easy, but, it's easy to fall into, but it's a lot harder to get back out of those things. So it's kind of telling you here you need to protect yourself from the things that are very easy this month. The achievement is not gained without hard work. So the paths that seem harder are actually better for you this month, Aries. If something seems too easy, it may not actually be right for you this month. You may need to, there may be something that you're needing to sort of protect yourself from falling into the trap of the obvious, the easy answer. The easy answer, sometimes it's the basic answer. I'm kind of just getting this. It's hard to explain what I'm feeling here. It's kind of this energy of the easy way out, I suppose. That sometimes the easiest things, yeah, it might get us somewhere, it might get us a certain result. But if we want the best of the best, those things are a little bit harder to achieve. Whereas if we're taking the easy answers, yes, it might solve that issue, but it's kind of meh. It's kind of like just coasting energy. Whereas if we want to actually do better than that and be amazing rather than just being okay, we want to put in a little bit of extra hard work and perseverance in order to, get the best of the best rather than just settling. Because, the settling is a challenge for you, that things that seem easy, that it's kind of a comfort zone, a settling into something, for a lot of you here, where that's just the easy way. And even though that deep down, you're Aries, you've got this fire, this passion, to this drive and desire to be more and have more. And, don't allow yourself to think that settling for just okay is ever going to suit you, Aries. No, put in the extra work this month and overcome that challenge of taking the easy way out. Don't be afraid to, take on a bit of extra work, to do the harder work to get the better rewards. It's kind of just a weird message there. This message, it's kind of like the easy way out is, it's the difference of, the easy way out is you get given $1,000. Put in a bit of extra work and wait an extra couple of days, you could actually be given $1 million. So do you take the $1,000 now, or do you put in a hard day's work and get $1 million in 3 days? You know, it's kind of telling you, don't take the easy way out, because things can actually be much, much better than accepting middle ground, or settling energy. Okay. The advice we have for you here, the flowers and the abundance card. Okay, the flowers there, and then the abundance card. So don't settle for less. Give it your all to achieve abundance, to get everything that you want. Everything, not just a little bit of that, not just one piece of the pie. No, here's the whole pie. Okay, here's the $1 million. Don't settle for the $1,000. Give it your all. Put all your time, your love, your energy into yourself this month, so that you can achieve greatness, so that you can have it all. All right. The abundance is, you know, a lot of really good things. It's pretty much everything that you've ever wished for coming through for you here, Aries. It's just going to take a little bit of extra work. So don't just stop at mediocre. We're going above that this month. The hidden energy for you. Okay, we do have the Tower, followed by the Key. And this actually appears to be connected to someone, Aries, because we also have Earth and Feminine coming through. So this is kind of like a little bit of a nod here with the Earth energy, a little bit of a nod to, you know, some of the other energy we've already seen here, the achievement, the tree, the flowers, the growth. That's all, you know, even the reflection energy here, and even the abundance as well, actually. It's all coming from Earth energy. So we do see a feminine energy coming from an earth, very grounded energy. So most likely someone who is, you know, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, or has very strong placements, or groundedness about them in that sort of an aspect. And what we're sort of seeing here is with the Tower and the Key. This is, you know, for some of you, this may be somebody from your past, somebody older than you, somebody who is sort of very big and tall and strong. You know, even if physically they're not big and tall and strong, that's the energy that they present, is that they're, you know, that it's a bit of boss energy here. It's very, you know, a little bit traditional as well, very regimented. Like, I like things done a certain way, which, you know, vibes well with the earth energy as well. They tend to like things done a certain way. A bit bossy, I feel like this person might be. But it does talk about this opportunity to connect to this person, and to kind of settle into a foundation with this person, or you know, I am picking up here that for some of you, this is someone from your past, and it's recreating or strengthening the foundation with this person. And this is just coming through as a bit of a hidden message, that there's the need to open up to this person. You know, we did see, you know, protecting yourself from the easier way out, and we see the lock being left open here. But here's the key. Here's the key. So this is the opposing energy to this lock. Okay, and that's coming through in your challenge. So you may find it hard to open up to this person, but you know, this presents an opportunity to you to strengthen foundations here with this person. It's not really telling me necessarily why, but you know, it leads to success. That can be read as a career based card. So it may be very important, as part of your growth involves sort of opening the door to this person, or you know, to some sort of foundation with this person. The Tower can also talk about isolation as well. So maybe needing to, you know, just spend some time alone with this particular person. So some of you are going to know sort of immediately who that is, but I feel as though that's part of this as well. You know, giving your all. If you want that abundance, if you want that success, if you want that abundance, you need to give all of your energy, your time, and your love. And you do need to sort of open up to this person, you know, open the door to this person, unlock your heart, I suppose, for some of you, to this person. You know, they are the key. They are the key that can help you find success, Aries. So keep that in mind. That may not resonate for all of you. It is an underlying subconscious energy, that one. So just a bit of a side message for some of you there. But that's what we have for you today. You're more than welcome to check out your other placements, of course. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you all again soon.